to myself, and then I start singing Boys in the Hood, whatever it is. Colors. Take a ride with me. Remember, to the impatient psychopaths that just only want to see a Bigfoot world, I have lots of people. I mean that as a compliment, because that's me. I'm an impatient psychopath. Lots of people, okay, that are sick, that are dead, are going to be dead next month, okay, that have cancer, that broke their leg, that are bedside, that used to be able to do this, that love seeing this, and they can't. So that's why I do this, you know? People don't understand, like, what is Mark filming? It's like, people only think about themselves. It drives me crazy. Some people. Obviously, look, you guys, if there's something on a video, if there's any video clip, it's there for a reason, right? It's benefiting somebody somehow. Sometimes it's only one person, but it's always benefiting somebody. And right now, I'm just showing how pretty the colors are. Colors. Apparently I'm not done yet. You know, I need help with this, you guys, because it's without fail. Anytime I find a large world like that one was different, right? It's real vast and real big. I mean, it's real big. And of course, they're going to have their main area has the perfect structure somewhere, but they just have these spots. It's absolutely one of the most unique places I've ever been on. I don't think you'll be able to tell on the camera in the video, but I think you'll appreciate it in the video, but it's just, you just can't get the feel until you're in there. It was insanity in there. So big. Right, then there's clearly this transition, like a really distinct, like nothingness in between, right? And then, it's like another weird field. You can see it over there. Just kind of, there's nothing. It's clearly separating the two places. I don't think it's my common sense. I really think I see it too much. And then you'll get the little stuff. Everything's real funky and weird. And really little. You know, I don't know. I need help because I don't get it. To me, this is so different. So you get the black and gray again. We're talking about the black and gray colors and there's a big open spot right in the middle that you can't make disturbances on. Look how soft. See how soft it is? And then nothing's there. So this is where they are right here. And I don't know what. I'm convinced it's something different. We see the double arch like that all the time. It's beautiful. And this is some of the others that don't live in that world, or do. Like he's out with his buddies now, like one of the Sasquatch. You know, he's one of the others, and then he comes back here later, and then he goes into the ground here. I don't know. I don't know why they have separate sections. It kills me. Look at this little spot in here. Makes it easier somehow, they say. I don't know. That's why I say to them all the time, like, guys, I get it. It makes it easier. Like I know what it is. But I was like, but why else? So no big deal. I just wanted to point that out again. You know, and I just made up the others thing. Let's just be honest, okay? There's others, and it's not made up, but it's, you know, just based on repetition. You know, one of these other places where you get too many shadows, you can barely film it. It's gray and black, basically, when you get into the structures. See how it gets all gray and black? I filmed a huge world of that recently. Should we go this way? Look at this spot. He sits right in there. Hole filled with pine cones. An arch right next to it that's tucked. See the tucked arch? Look. So next to it, that arch is tucked underneath. That's there. Really weird. Why these bizarre transitions? And then everything in here is different than the 5 miles I just walked, with the exception of this. You know what I sometimes make up or wonder? Like, this is when he's a teenager. So he's like, Mom, Dad, Like, I'm going over there. I'm going to my spot. I'm just going to be practicing. You know, like that's his excuse to get away. And then he comes over here because he's a badass. He's like 15, you know, whatever. The ages might even be different. And he might make this spot. You know, it could just be a fort. You know, it's like you going to make a tree fort. Look at that footprint. Holy moly. Oh my God, can you see it on the camera? I don't know if you can see it. Look, I gotta put my foot in it. It's so nice. Look, it's right here. Look at that. It's so much bigger than my foot on that one. You guys, that's a great footprint. I can't see it on the camera. But man, is it good, and it just happened recently. Ooh, that was the first real, I saw all kinds of footprints today, but not like that. That was good. Because that means he was there recently. Look, piled up white sticks. How does sticks like that, 20 miles from the closest human, end up in piles like that? Look at that. Found, look. It's great. It looks used, but it really isn't. Like, I think I might be the only car. It looks like there was 1 or 2 trucks. Actually, what it looks like to me is one truck came up and then did the same thing. He turned around, eventually came back. And this kept going, but it gets really thin. And you really need a 4-wheeler over here. I could get my 4-wheeler here, it's just I don't have a trailer. I can't buy a trailer for the 4-wheeler. I can't. And thanks, Scott offered me the 4-wheeler and stuff. Like, that was amazing of him. I really appreciated that very much. Makes me love the guy, you know, but I just can't accept it, you know. People are like, Mark, just take it. I'm like, I can't. I just mentally cannot do it, so don't even bother talking me into it. It's not happening. Ignore that buzzing if you can hear it. Not a huge fan of where I'm zooming, but it's got to be zoomed on. Something about that red clay, those red clay areas. They can do so much and it's undetectable. Like, you could dig a giant pile of red dirt and then just spread it on top and you'd never see it. Not from human spots. Oh no. Well, that's where deer and elk sit, okay? That's where they sit. How dumb must some people feel? I swear, like these guys, like, Mark, you know that's what elk do, right? When they make the seats and they're dug into the ground and there's a symmetrical X in the middle and giant structures that are a language over top of it with 6 other ones, like I've found 4,000 times before. He thinks those are elk. You know what I mean? It gives you it shows you how simple some really smart people can be. You know, even the keenest of minds is easily fooled. You know, just complete idiots. That's where elk sit. They'll probably never sit there again. Okay, there's scents all over it. Don't you get it? A mountain lion walks by here, he smells it, he'll keep walking by that spot, and if they sit in there again, they're gonna get killed, okay? That's why elk and deer are always moving, okay? They have a territory typically. Elk will move for a long ways, but deer usually tend to circle in one area. And that's why you might, like, even in your residential area where you live, you might see the same deer all the time. It always comes to your backyard. Wherever he's been successful eating, he'll always stay on that pattern. And then he'll change that pattern, of course, if the food disappears. So that's why they'll never sit in the same seat. He'll always make a new seat. First of all, it's more comfortable to make a new seat. The longer you've been sitting there, the more it becomes hard and dirt. So a new, nice, fresh, push-down grass area is always more comfortable than an old one. People are just amazing that they think so common sense. You know, that they believe in faith. That they'll have faith because they were told to. In the womb of their mother, they were told to have faith. Yet, if you tell them later in life anything, then the UK can't believe it. You know, this is a big struggle of mine. It's why I need to get out. I might get out of the mainstream now, is because I can't handle it. I can't handle these people. I call them regular people. I just can't do it. I used to be able to be the best at that, but I'm so deep now. I don't know if I'm the right guy for that job. I'm really not. Over now. That's a plane. I mean, it's killing me, you guys. Now I have to stare at the sky now, too? All the time? It's a plane. Thank God. The plane you can see and you can hear. These UFOs are just like gone. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you guys. See, what I'm trying to tell you, okay, about everything. When I say it's out of our thinking, I mean that's an understatement. You can't even imagine just how far out it is. All these things we don't know about, you guys. I think we would all understand why they have to lie if we all knew. Like you'd be like, oh my God, now I get exactly why they have to lie to everybody. Because how do you explain this? We just thought it was like invisible this or invisible that. We didn't realize there could be a world war going on in the unseen world, and you would barely notice it unless you were looking, you know. And that's how I know. Well, is it a coincidence that Colorado Bigfoot, the only one in Eagle County that does paranormal research? I mean, it's not even paranormal. You know what I mean? Like what I do, and I'm the one that's found the UFOs. Well, with help of other people too, but it's a little bit of a coincidence to me. I know it's my job to be out doing this stuff, but not really UFOs. I mean, people aren't on Patreon, so I film UFOs. But I think they like it, because, you know, UFO is a little easier. Like, a lot of people have had some kind of experience in their life, whether it was, 50 years ago or 2 months ago, have seen some sort of, something in the air. And some people, distinctly know what they saw, Others are like, I saw it, but it was too far away, Even those, you'd be surprised, you're usually accurate, All right, let's go. This one was going slow. I can't believe it. Look, I'm not kidding. Why would I do this? I freak out like I'm opening the gate. I'm always looking, right? So I gotta calm down. Hold on, just make sure my guys aren't looking at me. I never do it with the real camera. He was right there. He was filling that whole gap, you guys. I have it. You could see his face and everything. It's amazing. They're so not there right now, like the way they were, at least. I was thinking about going over there today because I just got my truck back. I'm pulling in here, right? And it's right there, you guys. It's huge, okay? And it's way down in there. And that's how you know it's not a plane, because it was literally... So here it is, you guys. It goes right in there. It's right in there. I watch it. Here's the crazy part. You're not going to believe me. It didn't turn the corner or anything. It just disappeared. It's turning, and I just watch it fade to black. Like, it just faded into nothing. It was absolutely amazing. I've been staring at the sky ever since, the F-15 and the, all those UFOs were here. I can't help it. I just stare and stare, even though I know when they're moving full speed, you can't see them. It's impossible to see it with your eyes. You guys, these things are flying over all of us. It's easier here, we think, because, there's Bigfoots there, but I'm telling you, it's the same thing everywhere, these UFOs. It's a little different here, because I think they have, like, bases out there somewhere. I'm not convinced that these UFOs are actually aliens yet. I'm going to go with this is human stuff that we're not supposed to know about. They just don't care. They'll fly it right over the ranch. Someone calls it in. It happens here all the time. I was talking to the neighbor. He's like, oh my God, we've seen 40 years. They said they've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of UFOs. And she's like, we just stopped calling it in. She's like, 20 years ago, we used to call it in all the time. And they would just no matter what, think we were crazy or make us, say they would call us back, or to make up an excuse or whatever. And it's amazing, Oh, there was weather in the area, that was the weather, all the old excuses. So I thought that was pretty interesting. This is nothing new going on here. I'm just looking. Oh man, if I could have had that on camera. That was completely different looking than the other day. This thing I just saw, I'm more willing to believe it was like a human, like military. Those things that are going literally 2 miles in 1 second. I don't believe that's us. It could be, but I don't believe it, because I don't think we're there yet, with no noise or anything, just literally going across the sky that fast. Like, and I don't even think they're going full speed. I think they're just like cruising around. They were just toying with that F-15. Amazing. Over now. Let me start the camera now. I want to do it. Look how pretty the colors are. I'll get to some good color shots today. I think even the toughest of guys, you know, like, he might not admit to it, but I think he appreciates seeing, you know, some beautiful colors like that. You know, I mean, look at me. I'm about as badass as they come. And I can cry. I can appreciate beauty. I'm kidding. I mean, you know what I mean. It was just a joke. It didn't come out right. I don't think there's no pre-thought thing. See, if people do like a TV show, everything's written down and there's scripts. There's no scripts here with Colorado Bigfoot. Okay, if there's a joke, it's thought about that exact second. I've never turned a camera on to do a joke, because that's why they pretty much suck. There's my rock. It's the only open view of the rock from this side, and of course you can't see the opening from here. Maybe just the littlest bit, like it, because if you knew it was there, but otherwise, I'm telling you, to anybody else. I'm telling you, very few people have cameras that can do this. They just don't need them. The people don't own these kind of cameras. You know, everyone uses their freaking cell phone nowadays. The cell phone pictures are incredible. So, you know, unless you're like extreme photographer, you know, and usually then you have a camera like Callie's. It's, you know, the video isn't great and it's made for taking great pictures. Where mine is made for video and zooming only. And it does take a decent picture if I wanted to, but I don't care about pictures. I like video. I want things on video. Pictures these days are kind of worthless because it's just, no one knows what it is. You know, you could show a picture of anything and not know if it's real. So I wanted to get to some zooms up here, but somebody said, one of the Michaels told me that up here, he's like, Mark, as soon as you pass that place, like, they're everywhere. I'm even seeing ones like that seem to be riding some kind of horse. I was like, I know. How do I tell people this stuff, you know? That it's so beyond what you think. It's so beyond anyone could imagine. It's unbelievable. I'm starting to push that a little bit more. I'm trying to get you there. Like, I started with it's out of your thinking over and over and over and over and over. Now I'm trying to tell you that once you realize that, then you'll realize it's so out of your thinking that you can't even possibly fathom it. Like, it is what really is happening. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. You'll see. I gotta get stuff on the camera, you know. I just can't tell you here stays. Oh, look at that spot. That's so good right there. It's just like that, and I have no way to zoom on that spot. I think it's private property. I gotta go up there. I gotta go look up there. You can't really park. You know, if I park there, it's sketchy. It's like, you know, it's like weird. You can't. There's no reason to be parked there because there's no parking. I mean, I could probably do it. And I want to go in there so badly. Right in there. Yes, this is a great spot. I've done no zoomings or nothing in there because... Oh, there's a black hawk. Oh no, it's a bird. It look at that. I can't show it to you. It was literally suspended in the air. It was a giant, like, vulture above the mountain. But because it was in the wind, it didn't move for a second. It went up and just stood there like this. Like it was on pause. It hit the wind just right. I was like, wow, there's a big Black Hawk up there hovering. It was actually a... Oh, you might be able to see it. But right here it all begins, you guys. On both sides of the road, in the woods, out of the woods. This is where all of the UFOs come. They come right in here and that way. Actually, most of the UFOs turn before this. They go over the mountains, but they are going that way. And I've been up there. I know that area not perfectly, but pretty well. And I want to go up to a new spot up there, but at the same time, I'm drawn to this brand new X, and I want to do these zooms. I don't know what to do. Let's do this while the camera's on. They already know. And I was getting timestamps right in these bushes. That's how they know, guys. Like, you're zooming far away, and you're like, how could they know up there? It's because their brother's standing right there in the bushes. That's how they know. Oh yeah, this place is so good, you guys. You gotta just trust me. I know. Now I know. I just know, and that's how I know. When I just know, I'll be the first one to tell you, like, I don't know. I just know that this is special here. Why is it blurry? To me, it's like blurry. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I just want to do a couple zooms as I'm driving by. I gotta do this. You wouldn't believe what people find in these zooms. I do it too fast because I always feel like I'm in a rush. I think the rush is that I don't want to bore you. You know, like, I should just stay here like this for 20 minutes, just like this. and people will see things moving. Well, I don't want to. I kind of want to keep it active and exciting, Give me 1 second. Thing in these bushes, right in front of me. You got to hear the birds. Just all of a sudden, they start going crazy. People can't understand that either. Like, oh, how? Mark, they're just birds. It's like, no, your brain is just human. Is the problem? They're everything out here. Where's it going? A little avalanche there. Something happened, right? It's amazing on every zoom I take by accident on these rock things that things look weird. That's no avalanche. Is that stuff scraped off of that? There's your hidden entrance to the Underverse right there. What is going on there? How is all that stuff scraped off of there, you guys? I'm not joking. These guys probably hate me. Not hate me, but like, come on, man. Because it's these dudes aren't really. That's why I like it, because I don't think we're supposed to really deal with these guys. These are special places where they come up, like, so that mountain, believe it or not, leads to somewhere very special underneath it. I promise you, I would swear anything to you, but that's one of the places where you can go in, and that's where humans aren't allowed. If I go up there, which I will, you'll see something will happen. Like I had to come back home, or something will happen. They're not going to let me, and I bet you it's almost impossible for a human to access the best spots anyway. So they probably would just let me walk around thinking I was failing. There's that chimney thing. All right, I got enough's enough here, but I just wanted to take another quick look. And let's go. Out here feeding the horse. The horses and the cows. And it's gone now. You guys, you should have seen how slow moving this one was. I just stood here staring at it. It was far away, but man, was it big. And it was moving slow. And now it's just gone. I've realized that it's not. There it is. You just have to look. Like, you can think you're not seeing something. I can't see it in the camera, but it was right there. Under that cloud. Can you see it? It was closer, but since it took me a while, I had to go in, get my keys, come back out to the truck, unlock the truck, get my stuff. So it was probably a good 20, 30 seconds by the time I got my camera. And I just saw it again with my eyes. Zoomed in, couldn't see it, and now it's gone. Like, I just can't see it. Tell him, Yeti. I'm not trying to do the UFOs, you guys. I'm sorry. They're just everywhere, flying back and forth, and they all go to the same place. Everything, even including the F-15 that came through here, is going that way. Even though the F-15 went down and turned around, there's something going on out there. You guys, that's where I film a lot of my stuff at, is way out there. I'm talking way, way out there. It's, anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes, an hour drive up there, depending on where you stop. This is the time for what I do. I'm really happy about. This time of year I love. I'm also trying to get a couple. They're always going through here, so it's not like I have to go. I want to film them. I really don't have to go like this. I just kind of go like this and up. I got the entire armada. Alex got them on there with many different pictures, and they were moving together, going that way. First I got them here, 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 and they were like over there somewhere. And then they go right in there, and that's somewhere where I filmed some of the most amazing beings, like in the caves or around the rocks. It's where I have a lot of Bigfoot worlds, things like that. And I don't really mind, because there is people that know where I live now and stuff. They somehow find me, but it doesn't matter. They can't find these places. You guys have to understand. People have come here. They try. They cannot locate these worlds that I find. These guys will not let just anybody go in there. Now, someone could do it, and they might let you go in there. Maybe they like you. But most of the time, if there's any, sneakiness or attempt to bypass me, things like that, you're not going to get anywhere. It's happened so many times now. Nobody ever finds anything. You'll see a couple structures or something, but you're not going to find their worlds. I've told you there's one right there. And right there. Right in plain sight for you to see. It's right there. It's pretty clear today. One day I'll get there. I gotta buy a tripod. Even if I buy the big one at Walmart, I gotta buy one and just look. It's not gonna affect you guys. I'm gonna spend some time, downtime, like if I'm not going out or something, like I'm making a video, instead of hold on, of doing anything else, I'll just spend the time messing with this, this stuff. Like I'll do Zooms, I'll get like a total of 8 hours like this, just holding something like that. I wouldn't mind getting some time in here. They're all right in here. You guys got to see the flying creature that came out of there during the UFO session. It actually didn't come out of there. It came out of, somewhere like right there. It comes out of that valley and right in there. And then it flew that way. I got it one more time on the edge right there, out in the sky right there. And then it just bolted to the left. Faster than you can imagine, but you can actually see it on that corner. It comes out of here. It's like has wings, and it goes this way, stops on the corner, it goes like that, and they all go that way. And don't ask me how that goes. That's how it goes. They all go up there, not there. It's like way, way past there, but that way. And I know what's out there. Well, sorta. There's so many places you can't see. Now remember, if these guys come down and wherever they go, you can't see them with your eyes most of the time because of whatever they use. But they're just as physical as anything else. You have to remember, it's just technology. Lose the egos. You're not special. I hate to break it to you. Humans think they're like, it's almost like a superhero mentality. Like humans think that they're so special. They can kill animals, they can murder anything, you can do whatever you want. Well, just like anything, there's consequences for everything, and they're coming. And they're already happening. Our Earth is completely, almost destroyed. The oceans, all of the cities, all of the water. I mean, look at the Hudson River. It's absolutely pathetically disgusting. How could you allow a river to turn into shit? It's amazing to me. Why? Because of money. Why? Because no one cares. Why? Because someone always thinks someone else is going to do it. Oh, they'll take care of that. We're all powerless alone. Powerless. Even together, typically. It's amazing how that works. I want to see this window because I always feel like they're staring at me. Can't see anything. I told Lee I want to plant a tree right here. I just want to put a tree like right here. It'll just block that view. You'd be surprised from a distance what it does. It'll block my whole area. It's like it had this beautiful picture window and it's facing me. Like, so they can't help but to stare at what I'm doing now. And apparently now everyone in the valley knows me. That's what I'm hearing. All of these people. Them. These guys. Everyone up here. There's a couple houses here. And all of them. Everybody knows who I am and where I live and what I do. and they all watch my videos or have checked them out. And you know, of course, the guy's just sitting there like, oh, let's see what the YouTube guy's doing, you know, and they probably do this to me with binoculars and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm actually pretty respectful. That's a nice little house. I got a jacuzzi on the. I'm pretty respectful of them, like in a way, because I feel, you know, like this is, I'm not really probably technically supposed to be right there. I'm not sure what the laws are. If we don't even know if it's legal or not, to be honest with you. It might be completely fine. But like I have these LED lights that light up, and you know, to this guy, his view at night is pretty beautiful, I'm sure, with the stars, and you know, you don't really see lights from this ranch until I turn on my LEDs. You know, and it's pretty obvious there's an RV there. So I actually, even when I want them on at night, I try to leave them off, like just to, I like to keep a low profile. I don't want to upset anybody. Freaking cat things everywhere. You guys, this second cat is killing me. He just won't stop. I gotta go. Over and out.